Hello everybody and welcome back to more Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Got a few more houses to search on this side of the village before I head to the church. That is my ultimate goal here. Oh, there was sheep on the line there. Blowing in the wind. Nice. Right. So that leads back up there. There's a little duck pond. Is there any ducks? Hello? Is there any ducks? I can't go into the water, but I can make it ripple. Go along the side of it. Wow. I tell you what, for a game that doesn't actually involve you swimming in the water, those physics on the water are very well done. It's exceptionally beautiful, this game. It truly is. I'm going to head to the park and we'll go back on the pub and work our way around from that side. Been wanting to have a little look at this park. Playground area. Want to know if I can go down the slide. Oh, I can't. Can I run up it? Can I? Oh. And I'm gonna go. Whee! Can I go on the swings? It's just. I would really like to be able to go on a swing. I bet the swings has physics. I'm sorry, Jeremy. Did I disappoint you playing on the swings and going down the slide? I'm sorry. I'll try to be a better example. I love the fact that the swings and stuff have physics. Oh, the football though. Peter Pan? Say no to Alice. Night museum, emergency meetings. Right. What is this? It's a sign that says Yaughton on it? Yes. Village sign. And this is going to be a map that tells me where I am. What are those symbols for? Went in there. Went in there. Yes, I'm here. So that's Stephen's parents' house. That's the church. It's a house opposite by the pool. And then there's two houses on the side. There seems to be things in them. I wonder if that's where the things are. The you know, get the memory lights. Looks like I missed one in that white house there. We will go back to that. Let me just come back along here. Did look at that house there. So we're going to have a look at these houses and go around here. There should be some of the memory shards in the Shepherd's Walk, apparently. Oh, Jeremy is lingering. Inside here. I can hear him loitering nearby as he's waiting for me to access a memory somewhere. Get a good look at it. The bed. Fuzzy tissue. Oh, a picture's drawn. Hey. Somebody likes daisies. Flowers. Pretty flowers. I don't seem to have a reflection in any of these things. It could mean something, it could mean nothing. Somebody has packed up to leave in here. Say no to the extension.
Hello? Hello? Oh, Amanda, I thought you'd left town.
We tried. We did try. But they've closed all the roads and you can't get through. And then Georgie and Ben said they had headaches. And then they started bleeding. And it was horrible. They were so scared. So Neil turned the car around and we saw the house was open. And I know we shouldn't have, but we just came in to clean up the kids. And then Neil and I started bleeding as well. And it's all over my blouse. Everyone was so tired.
It's all right, Amanda. Everything will be all right. Just try and calm down and tell me where Neil and the children are.
They're upstairs. They were tired and Neil said they could take a nap in the bed. And we thought Barbara wouldn't mind as they're only children. And I was so tired, so Neil took them up. He took them upstairs to tuck them in.
And?
That was 6 hours ago.
Oh, God.
He never came back down. Just be too frightened to go look.
Why don't we go and look together? I can hold your hand if you like.
Yeah. I think I could manage that, yes. Please help me.
Of course I'll help you. Neil? Neil, are you there?
That was intense. Oh, I can't think of anything worse. That's just got me right in the chest. Oh, that was not pleasant. Oh, it's a true insight there into how whatever this outbreak was and how it was caused has affected families. Okay, that got me a bit emotional, I'm not gonna lie. It's holy shit. I think one thing we can definitely take from this section of the game as well is I know that he's priest, father or vicar. What an amazing man that Jeremy appeared to be. I'm so glad that I followed all of these threads and made sure I've had a look all the way around this village, because you'd miss out things like that if you just tried to charge through it and didn't really, you know, follow these sort of things. It's amazing. I'm blown away just by that scene. It's incredible how well a story can be told and the emotion and the impact of it, you know, without actually playing it out on screen in a graphical way, in such a graphic way that you can see it. It's the concept of this game. I am blown away. I am truly blown away. Ooh, getting knocked. Almost getting knocked away by the door. There's a gate there. if that's a gate we can get to. Go through to another area. Seems to be locked. I'm not prepared to leave this area yet. I want to know what's going to happen with Jeremy. He spent so much of his time wandering around this little village and talking to the villagers and comforting them and, you know, trying to make what's clearly a terrible situation, trying to make them feel at ease inside this clearly terrible situation. I need to know what happened to him now. Part of me is dreading finding out what's happened to him, but I need to follow the thread and see what his how his story uncovers. You may notice screenshot saved popped up a lot. This game is so gorgeous. It's one of those games where, you know, it's just so beautiful as well. Utilize it. It's a shake.
What are you doing? I saw you doing that.
Stay away from me. Don't come near me.
This is people's property. You're scaring them.
It's all over the village. It's got into everything. It's so fast.
What are you talking about?
It's traveling down the wires.
Dear God, man, you've lost your mind. Where is Kate? What have you done with her?
Don't you understand? It's breaching the quarantine and adapting.
Give me that bloody can. Hand it over, Appleton.
Now get off.
All right, Sam, stop it.
You weedy little shit.
It's
Give me the can.
mine.
Give me the can.
I need it.
Grow up!
Fuck. Oh, God, no. It's starting to manifest itself everywhere.
Stephen, come back.
Oh, Christ.
Oh. What is it? What is it? Something that's causing this influenza type symptoms in people, causing them to clearly bleed to death out of their noses. But it's traveling down the phone wires. It came from the stars. I cannot get my head around it. So it was paint. What's he trying to do with the paint? To be locked, I thought it looked like it was slightly ajar. One thing I haven't actually stopped to admire is power lines. Oh, such old school power lines. Impressive. Before the day we had, you know, high-tech power lines and fiber optic cable and so on and so forth. Right, so there's this one, that one, there, to the vicarage and up to the church. Get in there. Starting to get through this. It's the village hall. Sort. Yes, it definitely looks like a village hall. I like to look inside of cars. You never know what might be inside of them. Big power pylons over there. Oh. Oh, it's a rugby field. Ah, I see. Anything on the rugby field? In particular, a couple of towels with grass poking through it and a rugby ball. Okay. I'm gonna risk heading out to the village. See, this has got that symbol on it. I wonder if that symbol refers to where memories might be. That is one impressive climbing frame. I would have loved to have climbed. It's a pogo stick! Here is Jeremy. Is there a good memory in here, Jeremy? Say a good memory. It's likely to be a bad memory.
What about the station?
That's shut down too. So there's no way in or out of the valley. They're obviously serious about this flu thing.
Phil doesn't think it's flu at all. He said he's been practicing medicine for 30 years and he's seen plenty of flu, and he said this doesn't feel right at all.
Well, there's nothing of any use on the radio.
Sorry I'm late, everyone. Have you started?
Yes, but to be honest, there's not really that much to discuss. This quarantine is in place, there's roadblocks and everything. No one really seems to know anything, but people are definitely missing. More of them too, not just a couple of old biddies. No one's seen the Sullivans since yesterday, and the house is just sitting there unlocked.
I just got back from the farm. All of Frank's cows died in the night. He's devastated.
Poor man, hasn't he had enough for 1 year? First Mary and now this.
Well, if no one's coming in to sort this mess out, we're just gonna have to do it ourselves. Barbara, get Phil to do a stock take on medication. Jeremy, put the word out for people to congregate at the village hall. It's best we get everyone in one place for the time being.
Good.
I'll organise supplies. We'll have a lot of hungry mouths to feed. There's plenty at the depot, but well, let's start with what's here in the village. I'll draw up a rota. Charlie, you help me with that?
Anything for you, Meg?
I'll head out into the valley and scoop up the isolated families and check in with Lizzie Graves at the camp. Has anyone seen or heard anything from Stephen Appleton or his wife?
Doesn't look like it. Lizzie has gone to the camp, apparently. It's not the first time I've heard that, I think. Tea around. Meeting. Tea raffle prizes. Yes. Oh, I was not expecting that door to open. Kitchen. Canisters. Microwave. Arga set. Time. It's to be 6:05. That stopped. It might have done. 6:05. It may be something we need to know in the future. I'm going to guess these are bathrooms. Exit. I do not understand how anyone would. I keep coming back to this because it's become a little bugbear of mine about the sprint button thing. Why anyone would want or need a sprint button in this game? Why would you want to rush through this? It's just stunning. It's stunning in every sense of the word. I do not understand some people. Yes, I won't carry on ranting about it all. It's quarantine. I'm not sure if this was one of the ones with one of the white symbols on. Doesn't look it because there's a quarantine on every door, which means that they're not likely to open. Might be something in the garden though. Garden. Can I kick the football? Oh, would have been pretty awesome if the football had had physics and I could score a goal. Ooh, radio. What's going on with that radio?
Electrical failures all over Tower 6. The light is flowing like liquid. Its sense of purpose is overwhelming. There's something in... Stephen? Stephen, is that you?
I love the detail on the buildings as well, the brickwork, the chimney stacks. Every part of them is just so well put together. It really just truly feels like we're wandering around a little English village, you know. There's nothing, has been nothing thus far to break the immersion. So immersive. There was a back garden through there, and I'm fairly certain that this was one of the buildings that had white symbol. Go and explore it again. And just check that this front door does not open. It's definitely locked. Perhaps it wasn't this one. Perhaps it was the gas station or something. I'm just looking at the wrong... Yeah. A broken down shed. Very broken down glass house. Greenhouse. Okay, well, by the looks of things, there isn't actually anything to see in this house. It must have been one slightly off. I was looking at it incorrectly. Okay, so we will go back this way. I want to have a look what was in that house up there that I thought was probably the vicarage. And head to the church while we still have time. Been a fair amount to look at in this village.
If you could just have a word with them, perhaps. You know, they listen to you.
Well, I really don't see what it has to do with me at all.
The village looks up to you. I just think with what's been happening with Mr. Coles and Mrs. Boughton and the others, that people need somewhere to talk, to feel safe.
Perhaps they don't think that your church is somewhere they feel particularly safe.
I don't need your forgiveness, Wendy. Or theirs. Whosoever thou art that judgest, for wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself. Romans chapter 2, verse 1.
Beware of practicing your righteousness before other people in order to be seen by them. Matthew chapter 6, verse 1. It's not my judgment you should be worried about, Father. But fine. I'll talk to Barbara. Ask her to put a note up in the surgery about an extra service. Will that do?
Jeremy goes, clearly heading up to the church. Wendy's house. Well, this was the vicarage. Really, Wendy had some influence about the place. Not sure if I've heard Wendy before. There's been so many villagers. You definitely know Barb. Barb seems to be the town busybody. The village busybody. Intriguing conversation, that. What did Jeremy do in order to be judged? I know he was being pretty friendly with Kate earlier on, but I don't suspect anything like that. And the wind physics on those sheets. I see. Wendy is of the religious sort. Well, we got that kind of from her conversation, the way she threw a quote, dropped a quote back on Father J. Tell you what, this village is beautiful. I would live here, you know, if it wasn't for the everybody disappearing, the observatory that used to mess everybody's life up. I was about to swear then. I was like, you know what, this has been such a lovely playthrough, I'm going to try not to swear. I don't know if I've sworn before. Kind of village I feel like I shouldn't swear in, you know? Should have some decorum. Bees. Let's head up into the church.
You can reach the back fence, silly old bugger.
Well, loaves and fishes we can manage, but
Father
garden
Jeremy,
designs...
might I have a word?
Mrs. Boyles, of course. Meg, will you excuse us, please?
See you back at Charlie's later. Cheerio, Wendy.
I was speaking to Barbara. She said there were some irregularities about Mary's morphine.
Good grief. I mean, those are private medical records. Barbara should know better than to be discussing that sort of thing with you. If Dr. Wade finds out, he'll have no choice but to suspend her. Damn it, Wendy! Your brother is grieving. Mary was sick for a long time, and I'm glad it's over for her. Go and support Frank. He needs you now.
God knows what you did. He sees. I just break and overlook Mary's weakness, but you, a man of the cloth,
if you have an issue with...
bring shame on this parish.
If you have an issue with me, I suggest you write to the Bishop of the Diocese. I have parishioners to attend to. Excuse me.
Ah. I see. Mum's clear. I overheard a conversation earlier on about Mary, Frank's wife, passing away. Seems like she was sick for some time, and yes, the father helped her to end her life. Controversial choice, nonetheless. Personally, oh. So it's not really a debate I want to get into as such, but I think that, personally, I think that people should have the right to choose to end their own lives if they have been very ill for a long time. And you know what? Terry Pratchett agreed with me. But, less about that. I don't want to, debate too much. Turn this into a hotly debated playthrough. No, I suppose it's good games that make you think about, you know, such serious issues and discuss them. If you think I'm wrong for my views of what I've just said, well, you know, everybody is allowed their own opinion. I value your opinion, and I hope that you value mine. May I enter the church? Through this door. I can hear you. Are you inside of the church? Do I need to go the other way around? I'd be a bit disappointed if I can't actually go inside of the church. Looking forward to it. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a crutch. Say, a golf club? St. Hubert's Diocese of Stiperstones. Reverend Jeremy Wheeler. He's a reverend. It's inside shop. Hang on a moment. There's a wreath of pretty flowers over here. I just want to make sure that I've actually explored the whole of this area before we go inside, because I suspect that we're going to end this part and Jeremy's story, so I want to make sure that I've seen everything that I can possibly see. Here we go. Open both doors. It's about the flu, the Holy Bible. Hymns, candles. Well. Forgive you, Father, for you have sinned. Felt like there should have been some sort of conclusion in here. I wonder if that was the last we saw of Jeremy as he wandered up the stairs into here. Thought I heard him though. Floating around. Well, it's a very nice church. Seem to sort of conclusion though. Is Jeremy gone? Jeremy? Jeremy? I feel like we have perhaps reached the end of his story. Though I keep hearing the sound, the noise as if light is nearby. Inside, can I? Right. Well, that seems to be it for Jeremy's story. I was expecting some kind of big conclusion, which I must say I'm a little bit disappointed about. But yeah, his story seemed to be very interesting. There is a house over there. Hopefully we can head out of the village. Maybe we'll see him again, you know. It seems like the kind of game where, you know, while this story is ongoing, there is going to be plenty opportunity to see everybody. So So, as always, thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. It's definitely having one hell of an impact. Very emotional, very, very well done. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey. That's all I can say. I don't know what to say. It's incredible. If you're still here with me, hopefully you think it's as incredible as I do. So yes, please come back for more Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, because this game is wow.